Thanks to EA Creator Network for this early access opportunity. Hey, this is Julia. I hope that you're having a great day today and welcome back to my channel, or just welcome if you're new here. Remember to like and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you so much for watching today's video. So in today's video, we are going to be building with the new For Rent expansion pack again. And this pack hasn't been released yet. It will be released on December 7th. So I got early access for this pack, and there are a few things to mention about that. So first of all, the software that you see here in this video is not final. And then second thing is that you will see my watermark bouncing on the screen for the entire video. There is nothing I can do about that. It is part of the early access, and I apologize if it bothers any of you. But anyway, let's move on to talking about the build that we are actually creating here today. So with this build, I wanted to make something very different from the first build that I made with this new pack. So this time I decided to make something really urban, and I ended up building this like Southeast Asian inspired townhouse. I was super happy with my decision to build something like this because I felt super inspired once I got started, even though if I'm being honest, this pack is a little bit of a new territory for me, so it felt a little bit intimidating to start building with it at first, but now I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. Maybe, I'm not exactly sure, but at least for this build it felt a little bit easier because I was starting to feel so inspired, and that makes me very happy. One of the most important things that I wanted to do with this house was this grungy, rundown kind of look. And the reason why I wanted to do that was because this pack came with such good grungy looking objects, and I just wanted to get to use them. But anyway, as you can see, the house is built on a very small lot, so it's actually a 20 by 15 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's a very small lot, so I didn't have a lot of space to work with, but that was perfect because I wanted this house to be very small. So because the house is so small, it only has one bedroom and one bathroom, but I was able to make all the rooms pretty spacious, and that was a very nice thing in my opinion because I was able to pay a lot more attention to details because there was more space to do that. So as you can see, I actually spent quite a lot of time on the exterior of this house, compared to the interior. And I was very much enjoying the process, and I just really wanted it to look super interesting, and I just wanted to pay a lot of attention to all the details. And I'm also very happy with how the exterior turned out. I think it looks super pretty, and I'm just overall very happy with it. I think my favorite thing about the exterior of this house was that even though it's in this very urban environment, I still spent quite a lot of time with making this very luscious landscaping, and I don't do that very often with these more urban kind of lots, but for this build I felt like it was the most perfect choice ever, and I think it looks absolutely stunning here, and I might have to do that sometime again because I just really liked how it looked. By the way, now that I still remember it, I want to mention that I changed a couple of things after filming this video because I realized that I had forgotten some quite important but very minor details actually. So I just wanted to change them up real quick, and I didn't want to bother myself with filming those things, so you might not even notice them, but I just wanted to mention it if someone's wondering why some things might look a little bit different from what they looked like here in the speed build. But anyway, let's move on to the interior of this house now. So let's talk about the floor plan first. The floor plan is super simple. It just has like this big open space on the first floor, except for the dining room is a little bit more closed off. And then the second floor of this house has the bedroom and bathroom, so there's not very much going on in there either. But I really feel like the floor plan really worked for this house, and I really liked that little detail of like placing the kitchen a little bit underneath the stairs. So moving on from that, it is a good time to start talking about the rooms more individually. So the first room that I furnished for this house was the kitchen, and I really like how the kitchen turned out. I love the basic like L shape of it, and I just feel like the fact that it's underneath the stairs just adds a lot more to it than if it was just a basic kitchen. I just really like how it looks, and I'm very happy with it. By the way, I really love those new kitchen cabinets and counters that we go with this new pack, but I was really wanting to use the exact same swatch that I used for the previous build that I made, but I ended up gathering myself together and using a little bit different swatch, but this swatch is also very beautiful, so I don't mind it that much. So naturally, after the kitchen, I moved on to the living room because it was right next to the kitchen. And I have to admit that for the living room, I did end up using very much of the same swatches that I used for the previous build that I made, but I just cannot help it. I love those swatches. They look so beautiful, and I am just too much in love with them. I couldn't not use them. So please forgive me if you are looking for something very different from the previous build that I made, but I promise that for my next build with this pack I will try to use a different kind of color scheme so it won't get like too boring, I guess. After the living room, I moved on to the dining room of this house, and it is a very small room, but it's kind of perfect for that like super small dining table that we go with this pack. So I really liked it. I think it turned out very nice, but I tried to keep it very simple and not add like too much clutter so it wouldn't look too full, and also because I really wanted it to be functional. I actually haven't play tested this house yet, but I think it should be functional. But anyways, let's move on to the entrance of this house. So I actually really enjoyed furnishing that. I think it turned out very nice, even though usually I feel like entrances are a little bit boring. But with this house, it was just a lot more interesting for some reason, and I really don't know why. Then we are done with the first floor and we can move on to the second floor of this home. So apart from the like hallway that I just quickly added some wallpaper and curtains to, the first room that I actually like furnished from this second floor is the bedroom of this house. I think that this bedroom turned out very beautiful, and I just really like the layout and also the color scheme, even though I have to confess that for the color scheme of the bedroom I also ended up using pretty much the same colors that I used for the like previous build that I made with this pack. But what can I say, I just like those swatches a lot and I just had to use them. After the bedroom, I moved on to the last room of this house, and that would be the bathroom. The bathroom ended up being quite small, but I think I managed to make it very pretty, and it really seems like it suits this house very well, and I was super happy with it. So anyway, overall, I feel like the second build that I made with this new pack turned out so much better than the first one that I made, and I don't think there's anything like bad about it. I think the first one was also like nice, but this one was just a lot better than that one. But anyway, we are getting to the end of this video, so I really hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and also remember to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!
Maybe I was confused, or did you feel it too? In that room it suddenly just felt like it was me and you. Cause I forgot about your friend, what's his name again? I really can't recall a single thing of what he said to me. It was just like waking up from a fever dream, when I found out that you have someone else and that she knows about me. What a waste on such chemistry. But if we could the rules, you would be with me. If I'm not supposed to think about you.